30 years ago, Susi Burdick approached Pepsi and asked them if they would come together and start a scholarship fund. Pepsi agreed, they gave the seed money. Sue's vision and energy is why we're here tonight. She saw there was a need for South End kids to go to college. Many talented kids here just didn't have the opportunity, just didn't have the money as college tuition keeps rising.
One of the things that we struggle with is students having to juggle school, juggle jobs and working, and really have maybe some of them are first generation where they have an opportunity to go to college for the first time, really helping them and having that pressure on them so much at an early age, really helping them ease that pressure and navigate the system.
A moment that really defined that transition for me, going from being a teenager to becoming an adult, was when I decided to move out of my parents' house and live out on my own for my first year as a college student. And the only reason why I could do that was because I had enough funding that I got from the Rainier Chamber of Commerce to actually make that huge leap. From that point on, I had to learn how to cook, budget my own money. I really had to take that initiative and to really figure out for myself how was I going to be responsible and manage everything that I had to do on my plate while being a student.
When my mom told me as I grew up later in life, she told me, Adriana, just, go to high school, get a job. She didn't really have high expectations for me at all. And I told my mom, no, I can't just go to high school and just stop from there. That's not me. I have to go to college, and if you're not going to set the expectations, I will, and I'll set them for my siblings as well.
The kids who apply for scholarships, high school seniors going to college, they could go to any college. They could go to a trade school, they could go to community college, they could go to a four-year college or university. All kids are eligible. What we look for are academics, either if they're doing really well or if they've improved, community service, how they're providing for the community, how they're engaging, and also their personal statement so we can get to know who they are and what they've been going through.
My parents came here when I was 2 from Ethiopia. So they didn't really have, they didn't know the school system, they didn't really have a lot of resources, and going to school where it's predominantly low income, you don't get a lot of resources also. So it's having to take the time out of my own time to go out and look for these resources and having to figure out the school system kind of by myself. But my sister went here, but kind of had to do it by myself. That was probably a struggle.
Because I got the scholarship my first year, it really gave me the motivation and drive to keep applying every year to various different scholarships. And it was because of that I was able to graduate, intending to graduate this upcoming June debt-free. And I'm really fortunate for the fact that my first scholarship was the Rainier Chamber of Commerce.
Students struggle with financial aspects in terms of not having the money they need to go to college and needing the scholarships. I have a community member that specifically met last weekend with one of my students to fill out an application, and just having that support is something we don't generally have a lot of, and that's either just fill them out, but also just to have actual scholarships they can even begin to apply for or know about. Also, financially, there's issues where the student needs to go straight home after school and take care of the siblings or take care of family members or work a job so that they can help to support their family. So financially, there's a lot of issues where students have more jobs than what they have as a student. And so because of that pressure, any kind of outside help is needed, and that's a struggle they face when they're trying to apply to college.
Here we are, 30 years later, more than 100 kids have gotten scholarships and have gone on to college.
Getting my degree in psychology with an emphasis on early development.
And I ended up choosing mechanical engineering.
I was supposed to be a social worker, that I was able to use my training to help people better their lives.
Community leaders, business leaders, we're here, we're giving back to our kids, our future. How the South End will be in the future is up to you. If Susie were here today, she would say, dig deep, give a lot, and after you've done that, dig deeper and give more. We've honored Susie's memory with naming the scholarship after her, so please give deep, give deeper to the Susi Burdick Memorial Scholarship Fund and send our kids to college.